bit of chit chat. How's it going? Good morning. Hope you are well. It's actually afternoon here. It's 2:38 p.m. I've just finished doing all my jobs and I'm en route to go and pick up my daughter from school in about 45 minutes time. Hope all is good. So I just thought I'd bring you along for the journey. I'm hands-free. Yeah, I'm going to go and pick my daughter up from school. She finishes school in about 40 minutes. I went live this morning, did my 10,000 steps, so I thought I'd come on this afternoon, just as I've finished my work for the day. Managed to get done early. Nice one. So you are on hands-free. I'm not touching the phone at all. Just to make everybody aware, I'm not touching the phone. Hope all is good. Nice one. Phone Dad. Ghost Rider. Afternoon, buddy. Carmen Gala. What time is it in England right now? It is 2:40 p.m. Sweet. Phone Dad. You're in Thailand. Have to go and put your baby to bed. Oh, that's beautiful, that. I hope they sleep straight through. I know what it's like when they're really young. Been there. It's 9:38 p.m. Sweet. So you're 7 hours in front of us in the UK. It's pretty awesome how there's people at different times of the day all around the world. Woo, that sun is bright. She's 2. Oh, that's good. So I'm guessing by now she's gone through the teething stage. She's got her first few teeth and you've gone past that, and hopefully she's sleeping straight through. I'm just driving. I'm currently in Doncaster. I'm going towards Lakeside. .40 a.m. Carmen Garlow. Yep, she's a good little napper. Sorry, I can't really concentrate on the phone. I have to make sure I'm watching the road. And for obvious reasons, I am not touching my phone. I'm just talking. So we have in front of us Lakeside. I've walked around there before in the afternoon about this sort of time and done a live stream. But at the minute I've got all my work uniform on and wellies, Wellington boots, and I've got to pick my daughter up in about 40 minutes. So all good. Beautiful day in England today. Do you know what? It really is. The sun is out. It is really bright today, and it's a little bit warm. It's really good. It's really nice. So I can't complain at this. I really can't. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are from in the world. We are in sunny Doncaster in the UK. And it's very bright outside. I'll be at my daughter's school in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we can have a little proper chit chat. And we'll drive on the left hand side of the road here. Yeah. Like and sub, thank you very much. Have an amazing day. You're all amazing. amazing. You are all amazing. So this is Lakeside, or part of Lakeside. They're building lots of new houses. There's loads of new houses being built all over the place. Dad, we drive on the left in Thailand too. Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know. So I'm just thinking about places I can go where they drive on the same side of the road. I've never actually driven on the right hand side of the road, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about doing it, but I'm sure it'll come nice and easy, second nature. What car am I driving? I am driving a van. I'm driving a 2013 Mercedes Vito van. Woo, that is bright. Yeah, a white van. And I've got all my work gear in. God, that sun is so bright. What is this guy doing here? Okay, 2 secs. Man, I am getting absolutely dazzled. 19 people on. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, James Oliver, hi, how are you? I'm good, James, how are you, mate? Ferrandera having France. Roundabouts are so weird. Oh, I so look forward to doing it one day, I'm sure. Another 5 minutes and I should be at my daughter's school, so I'll be able to pull up and we can have a proper talk. That sun has been blinding me all day today. Can't even look up. It's just literally looking down all the time. It's so bright. I'll get to your comments properly when I've stopped. But just for obvious reasons, I will say again, I'm not touching the phone. I'm not looking at the screen. Unless it is safe to do so briefly. Okay, I'll get to your comments in a second. Get my shades on. I've got some shades. The shades in my work van are all scratched. So we're nearly there. Okay. James, hi, how are you? Right now, I'm on a trip to the Philippines. Carmen, Carlo, and me, Ringo. And they drive on the right side of the road. It's a little confusing. Yeah. One day, I'm sure I'll end up driving on the opposite side of the road. Scoot, good day, mate. Good day, Scoot. How you doing? Dished. Hello. Hello, Dished. How you doing? Scoot, I have been seeing your shorts and giving you the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Scoot. You're amazing. Farangda, I'd love it. Get your shades on. Yeehaw. I'll be doing it very shortly, I'm sure. Let's turn the phone round. 2 secs while we stopped. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I've got my headphones on. Oh, it's so bright. It's absolutely... There we go. How's that? Is that good or what? Do I look good? Okay, let's turn the camera back. It's the best I can do. Okay, let me read the comments. Love it, get your shades on. Filipino time, 10:44 p.m. Scoot, nice. Nice, boys and girls. Good to have you here. I can be a bit louder in the van. When I'm walking around the streets at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can't be shouting too much. But yeehaw, come on. So I run my own business. I treat people's lawns, and it's basically a case of when I get the jobs done, I'm done and I can go home. But if I'm on the same side as my daughter's school and I'm going to get done within an hour, I always say to my wife, I'll go and pick her up. It just makes sense. Now the signal may not be very good round here, but we'll just see how it goes. It is quite notorious for being a bad signal, but we'll just see how we get on. S and Z. Hey, how's this morning going? All good? S and Z, all good in the hood. How are you? We're having a wonderful day. The sun is out. It is incredibly bright. It is so bright, it's bleaching my skin. I'm turning white. Do you know, I just made that up. That's a rubbish dad joke. So we'll forget that one. Just move swiftly on to something else a little bit more interesting. I'll be at my daughter's school in about a minute and a half. So hold tight. Hold tight. Yeah. Hold tight. That's all I can say. Put my shades back on. Two secs. In a minute we'll have the sun behind us, so it should be a lot better. I can see, baby. Woohoo! Come on. Let's go. And if you get here early enough, you get a good spot. So I'm actually one of the first ones here, look. There's no here, there's normally filled up with cars on this right hand side. Because it's only 10 to 3. She doesn't even come out until 20 past 3. And by the time she's walked round, it's nearly 3:30. Pretty warm. I'm pretty warm. Well, I think that will do just nicely. Just there. Let's get this window down a bit. Man, I am hot. I've had the heater on. Right, okay. Okie dokie. Let us get adjusted. There we go. Facial alert. Sean's here. Okay, let me look back. Hey, how's it? Is your daughter an elementary? She's 11. She's still at junior school and she goes to middle school this year. We're going to find out actually in March what school she goes to. So we're going to find out this year where she's going, but she goes to middle school. I don't understand how elementary is the same as lower school or middle school or upper school. Sorry about that. Casey, I'm utterly inspiring. Oh, give over. Give over. I'm not. I'm just a normal guy. I work for myself. This is my work vehicle. Look, fruit, look, fruit. Trying to be healthy. So there you go. I'm trying. I'm just making sure I get up every day and go for a nice walk. And I'm seeing all nice places around. I don't even need these on, do I? Let me turn these off. It's not like you're talking to me. Take the old Bluetoothy offy. Right. Scoot, I have 5 knives hidden all around me in my vehicle just in case. See, I wouldn't do that. I tell you something. Years ago, 14 years ago, when my first marriage was coming to an end and we were really not getting on. I was sleeping downstairs on a mattress. I used to drag the mattress downstairs from upstairs, and I would sleep on the floor on a mattress in the front room. Me and my ex-wife weren't talking for months, and I was drinking all. So about that signal. So yeah, I used to sleep with a knife at the side of me because I got that paranoid with all the alcohol I was drinking that I genuinely thought that someone were going to break in. And I would put empty beer cans next to the back door, and I'd hang a mug off of the door handle. But that was all down to the alcohol. It was all down to what I was drinking. And now, obviously, I don't drink at the minute. No problems at all. Right, so, Shaunus is inspiring. Colin Garlow, yes he is. Scoot is lucky to live in a safe area. Hello, welcome back, guys. Sorry the signal's not very good here. It's the worst kind of signal, to be fair. If there is a scale of signals, he's so lucky to live in a safe area where I live. Gang members hop out of the cars and try and rob you in daylight. That's awful. That is awful. It's a shame, isn't it? There is another guy, G Kang. He watches my channel, and he's been walking 10,000 steps a day as well. But he never films the journey. And briefly I thought that's a bit strange, but when you think about it, he lives around the London area, and he always films when he goes back home, and he shows you his Fitbit to show that he's done his 10,000 steps. Carmen Garlow, I got a secret apartment in my car, got a shotgun, and in dated secret compartment. Guns help. KC, he is, and he's inspired me to make changes. KC, thank you. I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal guy. I feel like an old fart at times. I'm 51. 52 soon, by the way. Nearly 52. But, yeah. Happy days. Okay, Carmen Gala, you're under 13, you're in elementary. Right, yes. My daughter is under 13, so she's in the equivalent of elementary. Scoot, you're frozen. Sorry, it is the signal. Any plans for the weekend? Not as yet. I've still got videos to edit. I made a video showing the food, some of the food I've been eating this week. And it's all there, sat on my phone, ready to be edited. But every weekend there's just been things going off. It's just been so busy. Scoot was blocked in a month ago, so that's why I started to put knives in the car. It's a shame, isn't it? See, the way I see it, I'm not knocking your decision, by the way. It's a learning curve. But I just think that if you carry a knife, then other people will carry a knife. If you've got one, you're more likely to use it, and they're more likely to use theirs. I know I'd probably be talking differently if I lived in London, where there's a lot more crime. There is crime here, but it's obviously nowhere near as bad, so I'm quite fortunate, to be fair. Okay. So, there we go. It will only escalate if you have a knife. That's what I believe as well. I agree. Ideally, nobody should be carrying knives and weapons. I mean, this is a right rabbit hole we could go down, talking about crime and things like that. Like I say, I'm not an expert. I don't know anything about social systems and what it takes to create a good social system. Yeah, gang members. Scoot. I'm listening. It's just a shame that people think that they've got to be in a gang. People think that they've got to be intimidating, that they think they've got to carry weapons. It's just a shame that it's like that, isn't it? I honestly believe, right, and I've said this to many people over the years, when I was young, like the late 1970s, early 1980s, there was hardly any of this. Hardly any of it. And growing up, like I say, might not be right, and feel free to prove me wrong, that's totally fine. But as I've grown up, there's been generations of people who had disrespect for the police. So there were people our age, my age, 50s, that disrespected the police. And no matter what happened, they just didn't give a crap about the police. And so when I was at school, the headmaster had a cane. So if you did something wrong, you got the cane on your backside. There was tough justice. There was tough love handed out. And we grew up perfectly fine. We might have been cheeky, but we knew when to stop. And so those people have had their children. And their children have grown up with parents that didn't give a shit about the police or respect for other people, respect for adults. So they disrespected the parents. And then it's gone on, and there's been other generations since. So that's just my personal belief, is that now the children now of those families that have gone down generations have zero respect for teachers, zero respect for other people, zero respect for the police, for the armed force, for the forces. And so this is now what's happening. Those people, they're growing and growing and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is why crime's on the up. But that's just my personal opinion. So I'm more than happy to say I'm wrong. But that's just what I believe and what I've seen over the years. Scoot, I don't want to carry a gun, but some of my co-workers do. It's a touchy thing about carrying a gun. Yeah, it's a shame. Farang Dad, the 100-year-olds are called the greatest generation for a reason. Yeah. Yeah, people sometimes think they're above the law. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh. There you go. This is my daytime face. Normally, you guys see me with that view, looking out, going on a walk down the street. Georgie, hi, please don't post alcohols again, as some people are struggling. Hi Georgie, how are you? I'm sorry if it's caused any offence to anybody. Certainly not the intention. But I do believe that sometimes highlighting problems I believe I've got an alcohol problem. I don't believe I've ever had a problem as such myself, but I became this guy who drank at least 5 nights a week, a couple of bottles. But I'd also eat junk food, and sometimes I'd drink Southern Comfort, like a whiskey as well. And it just became a regular thing. Troll DD. Waiting for a bag. No, mate. No. No, we don't do things like that. I'm waiting for my daughter. Picking her up from school. People use social media to distance from them and see it on YouTube, and it can set them off. Yeah, I'm not against that. But I do like to share my journey from time to time. Thankfully, I don't drink much at all these days. I haven't drunk for 39 and a half weeks. So on Tuesday, I'll be coming up for 40 weeks. Troll. Yeah, there's nothing dodgy going off here, troll. But yeah, I certainly, like I say, I was drinking regular. But it got to the point where if I didn't have a drink for a couple of days, I was getting a bit mardy and grumpy with the wife. And if we didn't pick any up from the supermarket, I'd probably get a bit mardy with her. And that's not on. That's not good enough, is it? That is definitely not good enough. Just looks shady parked up near a garage. I know. I'm in the queue where all the other parents are parked up. You can see all the other cars. Well, you can't, can you? You probably can't, but this car's all parked up behind me. So, I've got the front of the queue. What time is it? 3:04, should be coming out in about 15 minutes. I was always a regular drinker, but I don't think I had a problem with it. But I started getting a pain in my foot, and I'd also been working 7 days a week at that point, and this pain would not go away, and I think it was from working over and over and over. My mum said, maybe it's gout. I thought, gout? So I looked it up, and gout, you can actually lose your limbs. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to give it a rest for a couple of weeks and see how I feel. And I did. And those 2 weeks, I actually started to feel amazing. I felt fresh every single morning, and pain went away, and I found myself a lot more productive. Now, I'm very motivated by getting stuff done. So, trying to grow with this YouTube channel, I was trying to grow another YouTube channel, which is around my business. Excuse me. And, so I was posting a lot more comment content. I need a drink. Some flavoured water. And so, I just kept it going. And the more I've kept it going, the more I've just kept it going. And it's kind of become a bit of a competition, see how far I can go. But every now and again, I do fancy a little drink. But the feeling subsides pretty quickly. The video I put out the other day was literally just to say, hey, look, I've been and bought 2 bottles of beer. Do you think I should have one? And in the end, I didn't have them. The feeling went away very quick. And I'm glad. I'm more than glad. Okie dokie. Just looks shady parked up near a garage. Georgie, well done. Thanking you. Bring Dad. Well, that's worth a thumbs up. Thank you very much. No, mate, you're right to stop. We believe you. I think the video would have helped more if you bought and showed like you did, but then poured it out. I know. I don't like wasting money. I don't like wasting money. I don't want to tell myself that I'll never have another drink. But if I have one, I want to know that I can just have one and not be bothered for another 30 odd weeks. But I'm not 100% sure if I can do that, if I'm being honest. My fear is that if I have one, I'll then want one every night again. And that is also keeping me from not having one. But I've still got the bottles. I could give them away to next door, but I could also pour them down the sink. So it's definitely going to be one of those. Okay. Scoot, no problem, mate. Take care. Have an amazing day, Scoot. Thanks for popping on. Let me just catch back up on the comments. Varang, everything in moderation. Carmen Garlo, you can drink if you want, but just don't overdo it. I drink 2 times a week. Varang, each to their own. I try not to drink. Since I found Jesus, I've been so much happier and I don't want to dull my senses. Do you know, I agree. I found myself becoming a bit more spiritual. And I try not to talk about it much on this channel because a lot of people have no interest in it. And when I do talk about it, the views are down and people come off of the live streams pretty quick. But that's fine. The audience that are watching this are all, it's a different audience. The audience that watch this are all interested in people that are changing the habits and getting better habits. But yeah, I've been noticing, I've been feeling a lot more spiritual, a lot more, I've been seeing number signs every single day all over the place. And it's mind-boggling. Anyway, Carmingalo. I actually know a person that doesn't YouTube because of an addiction. Channel name is Mental Health. Is a person that has recovered for, I believe, drug addiction. He's also in England. I don't. I sound like your dad. Haha. Remember where he's in England. Shaunus, have to go to work now. Farang dad, self-control and integrity. Yes. Bye everyone. Bye Scoot. Thanks for listening. No worries. Geordie Fellwalker. How are you, mate? How are you, Geordie? Joe, I don't know your name. And I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed to say I do not know your name. I always call you Geordie. And it's not because I'm not paying attention. It's because, well, maybe it's because I'm not paying attention. Maybe you've said it. But anyway. Beautiful winter sun here as well. Just got back from a walk to the woods. I bet it was amazing. Troll DD, how old am I? I'm 51. 51. And in 2 and a bit weeks, I'm 52. But if you want, we can call it 25. Is that okay? Call it 25. It's just swap the numbers around. Bye, Scoot. Farang dad, I smoked weed for 20 years, quit for 6 months, felt great, had one hit one night, and then I couldn't stop for a year. That's the thing. It's in the past when I've tried to stop, I found it hard to stop. And then when I said I'll just have one, I wasn't able to just have one. I kept drinking. So maybe I did have a little bit of a problem, or it was the start of an alcohol problem. Ghost Rider, Slippery Slope, the booze, been there myself, barely touch it now. Georgie, good luck with your channel. That video made me unsubscribe and some of my friends. Georgie, I'm sorry, mate. It is hard, with the greatest of respect. Greatest of respect, Georgie. It's hard for me to please everybody. Genuinely don't try, I don't go out of my way to offend anybody. But I was trying to keep it real by sharing my own sort of struggles. I think that's what I was trying to do with the channel. So yeah, sorry about that. Farang dad, I know people turn off when you mention Jesus, but honestly, I couldn't stay sober alone. Whole community and reasons to be sober now. I need to be sober for my 2-year-old. Yes. The Geordie. It's Geordie. Right. I'll just call you Geordie then. KC, 25 it is. Thank you very much. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? 25. JB, my name is Shaunus too. So, JB, my channel name is Shaunus, but my name is Shaun. S-H-A-U-N. I can't remember it. I think it was one of my sister's boyfriends from many years ago. He used to call me Shaunus for whatever reason. When he came round, he said, "Hey up, it's that Shaunus. Now then, Shaunus, how are you doing?" So I just remembered it when I was trying to name this channel, and that's why I've called it Shaunus. I might change it one day. KC, being you is keeping it real. Thank you, KC. That's what it's all about. I think if you are yourself and you're honest, that goes a long way. I don't like to upset anybody. I'm not even in real life, not on YouTube. I don't like upsetting people. I'm too much of a nice person and too much of an honest person as well. So Georgie, I am sorry, but I can't see there being a lot of alcohol content in this channel ever, in all honesty, because I have moved away from it. Yeah. JB, oh, here we go, just catch up with the comments. Carmingalo, I'm walking to cabin that I built. Zach Evanescence. Standing there since 2020. There was nothing to do in the pandemic, so I decided to go to the force and build this cabin. That sounds amazing. Carmingalo, do you have a channel? I love watching these channels where they build cabins in the woods and into hillsides, into mountains. I would love to do something like that. I would really, really enjoy it. What time are we on? 3:14. JB, on my mistake, sorry. No, nothing to be sorry for. Georgie, you've got to remember you're an influencer on the net. I know. I'm still learning. I'll try my best. You're testifying me, mate. No need to apologise. I am empowered by your story. I know I'm not alone. Okay. Right, I'm going to end this live stream now. I've just had a message come up which I need to listen to. So, thank you very much. Thank you, Casey. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow morning. What time are we now? 3, 12. About 15, 16 hours from now, I'll be doing a live stream. Walking. All being well. Fingers crossed. As long as my alarm goes off. Take care, and take care to you, all of you. Thanks for coming on for a little impromptu afternoon live stream. Take care. Thanks.